9. This is that one, Dan Guy, aka Drunk Rat, on the mic, joined tonight by the one and only Will McStupidhead. How you doing, buddy?
I am doing well.
Glad to hear it. Glad we could link up for the cast tonight. We got the good old Fox M on the cameras tonight. Our games manager stepping in, bringing you this lovely production. But we've got Hecking Purple versus Zenphony number 5 coming up here. First map going to be Lijiang Tower. We've had a bit of an extended break from this season because, well, it was the holidays. So hopefully everyone had a nice time with their family, with their friends, all of that sort of thing, enjoying the season as you do. But we're back at it now for the rest of this one. Games all week this week. I believe we've got a Tuesday night, a Wednesday night, a Thursday night, but this is the Tuesday night. So, Hecking Purple versus Zenphony number 5, map number 1, inbound. McStupidhead, you got a horse in this race?
With these two teams, I have unfortunately not seen as much from Hecking Purple. And I know that Zenphony has done a lot together, especially in the past few weeks. That I think they're a force to be reckoned with this season.
Yeah, definitely been putting in the work. I've seen them a lot. Folks on trying to get games in with them, and they're in team practice or whatever. So definitely got the team chemistry up and flowing. Looks like we might. Surely this is a meme bastion from Asian Music Man, but perhaps they're gonna pull out some nasty strats early. Looks like they're sticking with it as to yet, but it's gonna be Mega Dive from the side of Zenphony number 5. See how this works out for him. The Legend 27 on the Pharah. One of my favorites to play with the old Timmy boy. Definitely a good time. We've got dueling hamsters meeting on the beginning of point. Guy Fieri and Iron Brew. Iron Brew gonna bully him away, running back to the rest of his teammates on a Heckin' Purple there. The Window Bastion, though. The Window Bastion is real right now. Teleporting in and out. Asian Music Man pulling out all the strats here for this early cap. Legend 27 gonna be the first one down, though, without the Pharah. Gonna not be able to take some of those nastier angles. Now Iron Brew will fall as well to Asian Music Man's minigun turret there. Looks like El Dorado might be wanting to get a res off, but not quite finding the angles to do so. He's got the backline, and he's going to try to Battle Mercy down this Bastion. No, just going to bail out with the help of this Tracer, but not before Hefty gets cut down by Asian Music Man as well. They're really struggling with this Bastion, Will.
Yeah, I was trying to see Jaden do some Jaden stuff, but he just didn't get to. Like, he kept trying.
Thus far, Asian Music Man, the name of the game here, that Bastion just tearing apart Zenphony number 5. Hefty trying to get into the backlines, but just not quite able to do so. The monkey, that shield, it got a little buff recently, but not nearly enough to face down a Bastion in turret mode. Looks like Zenphony now going to be taking the bridge route, give an opportunity for their dive to have a bit more effect, hop across that gap, possibly. Hefty's in deep on his own, popping that Primal Rage to stay alive. 1000 HP is not going to be much when you're staring down a Bastion, but thus far, he is making work out of that Primal Rage. El Dorado follows him in with the Guardian Angel.
It was some really good movement on the map to get where he needed to be once he went out of Primal.
Oh, Ejink's got a double kill with that Pulse Bomb, though. This should be... This is an even fight right now. Can they manage to clean it up? Asian Music Man still just going wild on this Bastion, has yet to die. Got the double to even this fight back up. Guy Fieri picks off Legend 27, but El Dorado gets the res. So the team fight descending into utter chaos with both teams looking relatively even here. Asian Music Man not going to let that be the case for too long. Iron Brew trying to get some spin to win action, but
gotta get out.
Yes, indeed. Iron Brew gonna have to get the touch here. He gets the slam on point. Those sim turrets gonna really slow him down, though, and he just has to sit there and take the reckoning. FD trying to do what he can. The Primal Rage in on point. It's going to be their best option to stall here. Zenphony really needs to get some big picks in a hurry. Asian Music Man in configuration tank, though, taking out the Legend 27. And now we're just going to see Zenphony try to trickle through windows, try to find whatever angles they can, and it's not going to be enough. 100% to nothing in the favor of Heckin' Purple.
I would definitely say that's a pretty gimmicky little tactic for sure. Something that we'll struggle with a lot at this kind of level of play. But well done on definitely catching them on the back foot there. They were not ready for that Bastion play.
Definitely a strong way to start out for your first match of your first map. So, you know, gonna have that element of surprise. Definitely not gonna be able to catch them off guard with it again. But we'll see what Heckin' Purple has up their sleeve for this second map on the control center. Looks like Ejinx possibly gonna give them a taste of their own medicine. No, gonna get off that Bastion real quick. Going over to the Sombra though. Worried about shutting down that ball perhaps from Guy Fieri. It's gonna be a bad time if he runs into Ejinx. Ironbrew and Guy Fieri having a little hamster matchup in the white room yet again, but Ironbrew is going to lose this one early. Uncharacteristic for the hamster main himself. Heckin' Purple gets the first pick here. Hefty tries to find that upper balcony, not quite going to be able to make it there though. Hefty just tickling the back lines, getting these big jumps up towards the ceiling, making Mondo use of his bubble there. Ironbrew now back alive, and Legend 27 makes sure Asian Music Man will be no trouble here. Point still has not capped, but 3 down for Heckin' Purple. Hazel is in a tight spot. She's probably going to be down as well here soon. No, Lamorta manages to sneak out. Fire Chicken won't be as lucky. And we're going to see the first cap from Zenphony number 5 here. Very nice one so far. They played it out nice and slow. Still on this dive comp with the monkey and the ball. Sombra perhaps applying some more pressure in the back line there, shutting down some shields.
Here comes the dive in the back. Ooh, but
no heals early. That's gonna be a rough one for Zenphony here.
That looked like a set play for sure. This got the timing was a little bit off.
I missed it on their entry there. What were they trying to look out?
So behind their
words are hard. I believe it.
Zenphony came in from behind with Sombra and the 2 tanks.
Trying to get that old pincher move going.
Yeah,
just not quite fast enough to save their supports there. Riptire coming from behind. Legend 27 known for the big bombs. There's 2. They'll trade Viceroy Griff in the process. As long as Eldorado and his trusty Baptiste can keep the team alive, this should be the flip for Zenphony. There goes OMG Narfiota. No Orisa available. Legend 27 will fall. 3 on point remain. Now make that none on point remaining as Zenphony number 5 going to get the quick flip right on back. Even at 39 apiece.
The tanks are just so mobile there for Zenphony number 5. They're able to get back into the fight right away to start to delay with their dive tanks. You know, it's pretty incredible the way that they're able to rotate even if they're getting triple kills.
That was just another good example though where they're not... No one's doing enough to their supports. Although...
Eldorado switched
to the... Baptiste would die.
It's just going to be Viceroy Griff in on the Moira for supports right now for Zenphony. 5 alive coming in for Heckin' Purple though. FD's in on point, getting this stall out. They're ticking on up towards 80%. Dragons will come in and Hefty will exit the building. Asian Music Man not going to be able to survive long enough to see his ult play out. This one degrading into a bit of madness. Ironbrew throws the mines in, trying to get it all the way to 99.
Or just take it. Maybe, yeah, he's going for the win.
Looks like Ironbrew holds out long enough for the team to come in clutch. Guy Fieri with the Gravitic Flux, though. It finds Hefty and I believe one other in the process. The stall is real, but here comes the tire. It finds one. Asian Music Man will fall to the Junkrat mine there. Fire Chicken trying to get the big Death Blossom, but shut down quickly. Ejinx with a double kill in the process.
That was
That is going to even it up. 1-1 Heckin' Purple and Zenphony number 5.
Score 1.
honestly, I thought they were stalling in that fight for 85, but then just starting to watch Dylan the way he was going, it was clear that he knew that he'd win that.
Yeah, certainly what it seemed like there. Very comfortable there. Our old hamster main himself knows how much health he's got, knows how much mobility. Stalled that one all the way for a solid 15% in time for the team to come back for the win.
It's one of those things where if they've got a strong hamster player, unfortunately, they've got to play a counter. You've got to pick somebody, Mei, Sombra, whatever happens to be, to get that hamster out of the way. He just causes too much disruption. It's too difficult to lock down with random damage. You've got to be able to lock him down with CC.
Most definitely. I almost wish Guy Fieri would swap for the Hog just to be able to snatch him once in a while. Oh, Window Bastion.
See, the other Window Bastion, but not as good on this map for sure. It's way easier to catch that person. That's a common spot a lot of pros use with Symmetra to get up there.
Ooh, what a big pull.
The double kill from OMG Nerf Yoda. Gonna do some sightseeing off that their cliff off in the corner. Ice Strike Drift manages to sneak away from the pressure of Guy Fieri, but still working in the back line, trying to pick up those supports. That will be the cap for Heckin' Purple, though. FD and Alone on point, trying to do some work. OMG Nerf Yoda almost gets another environmental, but Legend 27 will clean up instead.
It's going to flip the grid right there. It's going to give Zenphony the man advantage, so.
Fieri just going to stall off for a moment here on point. Not too much left in him as he just accepts his fate on the way out.
Yeah, that trap right there got him for good.
What was...
Oh, they're opting to go for the stall here, sending the Moira into point early. Asian Music Man dancing around on the Tracer, got back in there before the last percentage could be taken from Zenphony. Now 2 ultimates coming out for Zenphony there. The Mines and the Tires should be what they need to clean up. Tire finds one, Mines find another. Hefty now gonna pop the Primal Rage just to stay alive, and that's 3 ultimates. They need this cap. Fury yet again in on the stall. And there comes the Mines.
Zenphony's healers are in now, though.
Oh, indeed they are. That's the high window. Making all the difference here for the stall tactics. They've been in about 98% capture progress for the last 40% of this point.
Just so hard to lock down those 2 extremely mobile tanks.
And really an absolute oversight. This Symmetra teleporter still just chilling in that top window, laying the mega fast respawns right onto point every time. Get on up closer to 99. Will they get the touch? Iron Brews there for it. The Sim teleporter and the turrets, I should say. Gonna give them a difficult time though. FD in on point with yet another Primal Rage. He's had about 1 per fight, it seems. Eldorado out early though, so no Baptiste for Zenphony. Gonna need to clean this fight up quick.
Fortunately, I think here, if you're playing the Winston, you've got to try to focus on getting a pick somehow. You got to knock him through windows or catch him in a corner or something. You can't just be batting people away. You've got to confirm kills if you want to try to take point, which they did manage to do.
Eventually here, they're going to get the first cap for Zenphony. They're going to need this one, though. It's win or lose. Map number 3 of the first point of the match.
I really feel like Heckin' Purple caught them off guard. I didn't think they were going to go for that touch with the Tracer that turned into them holding.
I was shocked. They sent Asian Music Man, and then Hails a Liz followed up, sacrificing her life as Moira just to get that touch for a little bit longer. Made all the difference, though.
Yeah.
Now we're seeing 4 ultimates stack up on the side of Heckin' Purple, though. If they can just get a solid regroup, they should be pretty comfortable to take this back.
Get into position.
Asian Music Man now making the switch to Hanzo. Not sure if I might have missed that one earlier, but
He also had played 1 round as McCree. He got domed, unfortunately, by E-Jinx.
Playing a bit of musical heroes there.
Excellent fun.
Legend 27 just pouring in this damage on that top rope, making it hard for Heckin' Purple to get in there. Justice raining from above, but not going to convert on anything other than the bongo. Iron Brew's mines did find one in that mess, though. Now Guy Fieri mining on point, trying to hold this one. Zenphony number 5 just too strong, though. Get out of there, hamster boy. Run away.
They're just giving too much support ult right now. They're just letting their supports regain their ults. They've got a group of 6 if they want to try to retake the point.
Get into position.
Yes, indeed. Coordination going to be key to crack this one open. As Liz gets picked off early by Legend 27, those fire rockets so punishing if you get caught out in the open like that. Asian Music Man not quite able to convert on the Hanzo. We've got a high noon. Not going to be successful there. Shut down by Asian Music Man. The Dragon's coming from the same player onto point now, but killed by Iron Brew before it could see them move out. This one looks like it's going to go to Zenphony.
Zenphony, a full convert right there.
Saw him flip it from 99 in overtime, bringing it all the way back for the win on Lijiang. Soft claps for Zenphony.
A
Well
full
played,
convert
boys.
for sure. Yeah, well done.
That was beautiful.
Some awesome tank play and some clutch DPS plays to make that possible.
Hefty going ham on the monkey. I think Winston's just not a player that we're used to seeing so often in this league. You know, maybe still catching people a little off guard. Not sure. But 33 objective kills of his 39 eliminations. Definitely doing work there. Keeping plenty of presence on the point. So that was map number 1, folks. Zenphony manages to pull that one out after Heckin' Purple got the first point there. Any changes you expect to see headed into our next couple of picks?
I'm definitely expecting to see some Chris Helms and some of the other supports. I believe Grey Pilgrim himself will, of course, be adding his presence in to the game for Zenphony. I think that Heckin' Purple is going to have to really watch out for that tank lineup. The tank lineup is very scary coming in from Zenphony with their Iron Brew and Hefty. They're both very high level ranked, both mobile tank specialists. Hefty, I already know, is a very, very strong Winston player. And of course, we all love and know that Iron Brew is our local ball specialist. So they're going to have to be really careful there. Guy Fieri has been better with his more traditional tanks. I'm hoping to see him try to play maybe some Reinhardt to try to counter that and just put some straight up point presence on. Throw his shield up, deflect something, and then go to the point and ask for the brawl. Say, come and fight me, you know, with the Reaper and some things like that. Force those mobile tanks to make a really strong play against it.
Force them to come, you know, fight you as 6 instead of trying to pick you off one at a time like they've been doing so far with all that mobility. We'll have to see what they can do.
And we need some classic Iron Brew Guy Fieri solos. Go into clips.
Gotta have something to clip, boys.
Yes, indeed. The rivalry lives on into season number 9. We'll see what the swaps are going to be. Hanamura will be the next map, though. I wouldn't be surprised to see Grey Pilgrim come in, rock out on a little of his Zen. Any swippity swoops from the gentleman here?
We've got a yes.
We've
We've got a hold.
Don't forget to swap your spectators as well.
Oh, yes, I will.
I wasn't guess that Nashard is on Heckin' Purple.
Is Nashard coming in?
Indeed. Nashard is currently in the spectators. I don't know if he was getting into the match just yet, though.
thought that was actually a pretty good map to watch there. I mean, Heckin' Purple
Oh,
came
yeah.
out with a super awesome first game strat, something that most teams would not be able to respond with effectively, and I think they kind of shut Zenphony down a little bit and lit the fire under their butts, to put it in the right way. So,
Certainly. And Zenphony though, firing on all cylinders now. I know we were talking about a little bit before the stream got up and running that they had their team warm ups. I know Heck and Purple had to roll in a little bit last minute, so we'll have to see if they start to catch up to the preparedness that Zenphony bring into this one. Hanamura though, I really don't know which team is going to take this one out. I feel like Zenphony's going to have a better attack, but I feel like Heck and Purple might have a strong defense here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how Heck and Purple will fare on their attack. Just in terms of going up against Dive, it might be a bit difficult.
yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, because the dive tanks are super, super strong coming in from that area. But that means that they have to play that strat, right? The DPS have to be ready to play, Tracer, Genji, or anything else that can kind of complement that to the best of their ability, as well as for the DPS. Or I mean, excuse me, the supports. Can they get that damage boost in? Can they get that distance, peel and heal? But if their combination isn't ready, then it's just not going to work out for them.
We'll have to see what they can do about it. I saw you there, Foxum, trying to sneak in the little plug for Genji.
Hey, I always will. I've been trying for forever.
Still trying to this very day, some say.
Yeah. Hey, unfortunately, and just as a personal thing for everybody to know, my Genji win percentage is higher than my Hanzo. Oof.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a big oof right now. Can't tell if I'm great at Genji or just bad at Hanzo. Nobody knows, to be honest.
Perhaps we'll find out come All-Star game. We'll have some Hanzo Genji Shimada brother matchups.
I don't expect myself to be making any All-Star game. Looks like, unfortunately, this stream is not working for me right now for whatever reason. I'm not getting game capture. Hold on just a second. Here we go. This is what I was looking to do.
Oh, so I don't just have to, like, full-blown play-by-play radio announce the whole
Nope,
thing?
I was just clicking some wrong buttons there, but I have fixed some of the buttons.
Well, as long as you got the majority right, it'll be okay.
In 30 seconds.
I gotta switch the team names here real quick. Boop, boop, boop.
All right, looking like we're getting what we wanted.
I forgot to make groupings at the beginning of this since I didn't expect myself to be honestly streaming this evening, but Shushi Foof, I hope you're watching, you fuck ass. But
good old Shusher Foof bailed on us, but that's okay. We still love you, Shush.
He seemed uncertain when he committed. I don't know why we relied on it. Sorry.
Find me Alpha Symphonia Brotherhood. Excellent. Here we go.
Hey, look at that.
Double kill.
The TP straight to point, but the triple kill gonna shut this down attack immediately. Losing their Reaper, their Bap, their Music Man, and their Reinhardt early on. I'll shut that one down mighty quick there for Heck and Purple. Gotta get the nameplates out of my mind. Sitting here thinking Heck and Purple is gonna still be in the blue for me at least.
Yeah, I swapped them so that we can get differences on it. I would say the Legend 27 right now is the big pop-off right now with all these explosive heroes. He's been super awesome on Pharah and on Junkrat, just getting huge amounts of value with not only his ults but picks.
Oof. And Ejinx almost getting the early pick on Asian Music Man. You don't expect to see the Mei win the Widow matchup. There's the Widow winning that Junkrat matchup though, as the Legend 27. The carry, like you said, getting knocked down early. The immortality used as well, mighty early from Grey Pilgrim.
So now we gotta see the damage come in.
Dead. Now's the time to commit though.
Very interesting to see too. Both off-tank players have now, both main tank players have switched to off-tank. We see OMG Nerf Yoda gunning onto the Zarya and Iron Brew going to the Zarya, while Hefty and Guy Fury are going to those main tank positions.
And like we talked about, maybe a spot that Guy Fury a little more comfortable with, looking to see some solid Reinhardt play.
Yeah, we'll definitely be watching that front line.
That's where this one's going to be won or lost. Asian Music Man doing a good job finding some mighty cheeky angles, though. Putting that Widow pressure on. Thus far, it's Heckin' Purple rolling off to the coast side. The shatter into the freeze, though. This should be an easy cleanup. 4 down already. What a way to shut down that attack.
Got to give it to Hefty right there. Huge shatter. I was hoping for a couple of little tags and stuff, but nice play by him. Coming around there, it was all sneaky.
Yes, indeed. The late joiner to that party cutting off some of those Widow angles and then popped right around in time for the Blizzard to get full capitalization on it. Looks like they're going to try to take the high ground now. Hefty meeting up with Guy Fieri. Guy Fieri charging way in. Hefty looking to capitalize. Both Zarya bubbles out early, though. And now the Graviton surge, but the lamp hidden behind the wall. Can they manage to get it out? The teleporter strat as well. But Hefty there with another shatter. This one gonna make the cleanup easy yet again. Hefty just popping off on his Reinhardt.
Hefty didn't have to do too much mechanically right there. He stood right in front of it on top of the Zarya grab and hit left mouse button and gained his entire shatter in one fight. I mean, it's nice when your team is ready to support you on that play, and he did perfectly.
Certainly. Only going to be the tire available now, though, for the Heckin' Purple family. See how they can use it. I've known the Legend 27 to pull some 6-man tires in my day.
To put it in perspective, I believe that is also Zenphony number 5.
Oh, yeah, you just really confused me.
Zenphony number 5 is on defense, and Heckin' Purple's on the attack.
Good, good. I like to keep chat on their toes. You know?
Heyo.
We gotta make sure things are as difficult as possible. Ulta
Teleport
plenty,
strat.
there goes a shatter, a wall, and the tire finds one. And they capitalize on this attack here. Asian Music Man wins the Widow duel now. The fight descending onto point.
Heckin' Purple looking to grab all those people. They're gonna have to go for stall picks here. They don't have enough speed, honestly. Iron Brew maybe should have switched to the hamster earlier. He's gonna try and get bubbles to E-Jinx, keep him alive. Asian Music Man just looking to pick people off from the hop side there.
Posted up and ready to do work.
And actually,
but not
E-Jinx
popping
managing to hold that for a long time along with Iron Brew. Significantly longer than expected, and Legend 27 again performing his skills of killing the Widowmaker who is on the high ground with bombs.
Gotta love it.
Gotta love Gotta kill
the-
that guy. Shoot him in the head.
Oh, absolutely. That's all you can do. But not too close. You gotta shoot him in the head while he's still far enough away, or else he'll just poop on you.
Yeah, I've been there before.
Weird champ. FD looking to set up on the high ground yet again. He's got his whole team there ready to support. The Graviton Surge coming in early, though, from Zenphony. Or from Heckin' Purple, excuse me. No, teams. I can't say names. People are dying. Shatters are flying, though.
Ooh.
Hefty just absolutely clobbering everyone right now is Reinhardt.
Doesn't matter that he died. That was.
No, it doesn't matter. He's been absolutely clobbering people. Little Zarya duel going on. Iron Brew manages to clean it up.
I thought that was the ledge.
The lid. The lid.
Man, Hefty is honestly, he's just playing Reinhardt like a mofo. He's just beating people up right now. They're not putting enough pressure on him. They don't really have the DPS lineup until just now that they've picked up the Hanzo to really help with that frontline fight.
And the switch onto Orisa Sigma. Possibly going for a bit more sustain here in the face of that Junkrat spam.
Omji Nerf Yoda's one of his better heroes, although we know him as a DPS hero, is actually playing Orisa. It's his first main. He's one of the best Orisa players I think that we have in the league. Just a little bit more underappreciated for the amount of time that we used to him seeing played. As you can see there, he blocked that charge. So
Unfortunate for Hefty there, looking to get it on the grab, but still gets the shatter.
not going to be enough though.
Picked up the Symmetra. This is going to be a good offensive opportunity here for the team in red. Coming on to point now, trying to get that second tick. Just a hair away from it, though. Hefty charging into point again. Like you said, Omji Nerf Yoda very vigilant, great positioning.
He's a
blocks it once
fantastic
more.
Orisa player. One of the best Orisa players I've ever played with. It's very fun to play with.
I love it. Great Pilgrim trying to dance in the corner, not going to be successful. No healers available for the defender, but the three-man tire might
He
turn
jumped in the middle. No one saw him. He used his stealth tactics. Won't be enough. But great play by the Legend 27. I hope we get to see a replay of him jumping straight into the middle and everyone looking around and couldn't find it.
0-2. Switching sides.
Yeah, OMG Nerf Yoda, I'm telling you, he is the pocket Orisa. If you haven't played with him when he's been in a tank mood, you should definitely do it, because his Orisa is nasty.
Noted.
He is
Definitely,
a very patient player. He knows when to make his hooks and pulls happen, and he knows how to stay alive, which is Orisa's best skill. So get him on your tank side, and he'll rip people up.
As a Roadhog player, noted.
Junkrat shoots from spawn and gets value, says Fire Chicken in the chat.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Ready for battle.
All right. You're wondering what the attack would be from Hefty and Iron Brew. Looks like they might be sticking to the trusty Ryan Zarya
Attackers
combo.
incoming in 30 seconds.
looks like Stick Monster donated 1 bit for Bring Back Goats. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and donate 1 of my bits to say,
Just go goats, bro.
Goat's gone.
no, no, no.
5, 4, 3, 2.
We'll just hit him with it
Asian
now.
Music Man. Asian Music Man getting sneaky beaky up top there.
Defend objective A.
We'll see if the Creeper can drop into the backline and get this early pick.
Well, and then you got Guy Fieri going through as well, but trying to didn't quite do what I thought he was going to.
Interesting little like reverse wall there by Fire Chicken. He should have put it on the outside of the doors, and he put it on the inside. He still got some value out of it, thankfully, but the wall was just a hair late in its placement. But they still managed to get the value out of it, so. Asian Music Man also maybe it dropped still a little bit late, although they did win the fight, but works out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
got a bit hairy in there behind the wall for a moment.
Yeah.
That engagement felt a little off, but they pulled it off, so it's fine.
Exactly. A win is a win.
Now making their way onto point. Fire Chicken on the May, trying to slow this progress down. Chris Helm's going to get caught up by him and deleted. There's a solid pick. Asian Music Man also going to fall. So both teams now down 1 as the fight descends on point. FD trying to put some work in, hit a big fire strike, ticking on a little bit closer to that shatter that we've seen do so much work for him here tonight.
Amber and Ejinx chasing down Guy Fieri for that kill. And it's going to be Zenphony taking the first point pretty handily at the beginning there. That's a quick take. They got 5 and 20 minutes, or 20 minutes. 5 minutes and 20 seconds.
5 hours and 20
5 hours and 20 minutes.
Stream, let's
Holy
go.
hell.
Buckle in, boys.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one.
Amstermann's going in early up top, and it finds Hales a Liz, so no Baptiste available for the defenders now. That's 3 big picks off of Zenphony.
But OMG Nerf Yoda now coming back for Heckin' Purple with a double kill. They're just trading right now, and actually it looks like Heckin' Purple manages to win the fight. Although they had lost the trade early, OMG Nerf Yoda came back, got the double kill with a pull. And Asian Music Man came in to finish up the fight. That's what's so tough about these 2 CP points is you can't win with 3 people on point. You've got to win with 5. If you win with anything less than that, you're probably going to lose. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, definitely can't outlast the Hanamura spawn rate
Yep.
without a full team, or at least close to it.
And now we see actually Asian Music Man throwing a little bit. He knows that his spawn point is much earlier, so he'll be back by the time they're in for the fight. But He is farming a little bit of the ult charge.
Here comes the ult Fiesta. We've got 11 available. Here comes the 2. We've seen Mines. We've seen Tire. There's a window. There's a freeze going on point. So much ults aplenty here. Not a whole lot of value coming from any of them, though. Just causing a whole lot of chaos.
It's a little interesting there. I thought Ejinx was going to pop his ult. He broke the Baptiste Lantern, and he was in good positioning against the May freeze, and he had 3 or 4 of them, but I guess they probably had already called the don't use ults, get back. But it looked like he might have been able to win that actually and gotten 2 or 3 picks, which would have been enough to probably return the fight. But
yeah, I think they probably figured that the first 4 ults would do it, but alas, not the case.
alas, earwax.
And now it's going to be Zenphony down in the ult economy here. 2 available for him. They do have Shattered Blossom. Could be mighty big. Hefty can hit another juicer. Asian Music Man on point, blowing his Death Blossom, and he'll die in the process. Ejinx with the response. Looks like Guy Fieri managed to eat up most of it, but he'll die off in the corner as the Reaper runs him down on his way to the health pack. Folks falling left and right for Heckin' Purple.
Definitely
Music Man.
An early ult from both the Reapers, but yeah.
Round 2 complete.
Oof, Hefty's had enough of these Tracer games right there.
Yeah, he's not playing.
Says no, we want to get to the attack. Let's move on here.
Very interesting. I think Asian Music Man maybe pulled the trigger
Initiating
early on that. He jumped in and kind of tried to solo fight that. His composition was designed more around poke, playing with the Sigma and the Orisa. They wanted, ideally, I would hope, that they wanted Zenphony to be on point. They get some picks and pokes and some damage dealt before they had to drop onto the point. But Asian Music Man kind of took that as a go button as soon as they got onto the point. Maybe panicked just a bit, got in and dropped his ult. And then Ejinx, I think, as well, wasted his ult a little bit by trying to counter it with the other Reaper ult. Now, they did turn it and they won the fight, of course, but both Reaper players looked a little jumpy on that play.
Yeah, it ended up being a really high value way to bait out that cooldown from Guy Fieri. Turned
Correct.
around, got the pick on him. So I guess some capitalization ultimately, but probably not the value he was looking to find.
Right. At least from the DPS perspective.
Shaking things up a little bit. Gonna go for the old yoink and oink with Guy Fieri and OMG Nerf Yoda. Going for those halt hook combos into the face of Hefty, and Iron Brew still on the trusty Ryan Zarya. Looks like they're just going to go ahead and pour damage from point. They can't afford to give up a single tick here. They got to face just over 2 minutes of onslaught from the side of Zenphony.
They actually looked like they pulled off a little bit of a false teleporter play right there. It didn't work out here. They got pulled anyway, but Ejinx tried to lay the teleporter down, and none of his team took it, and I think they did that on purpose, actually. Iron Brew with a great little sequence of bubbles, but still going to die to that May wall.
Trying to do all he could to keep his Reinhardt there alive. Hefty trying to charge on out and abandon that fight, but just snatched by Guy Fieri.
You know, I hope that the DPS on Zenphony are going to switch here. They know they can't pull off the teleport strat with the teleporter right on top of them. They're going to get denied by that May. They need to go for long range damage. They need to do something that they can poke or peek, or something that's like a flank or something, because they're just not going to get the value that they need out of that Symmetra. There's not enough sustain to get that going.
I do like the Pharah play thus far. Going to give some good poke damage now. That teleporter rotating him around to the left side of
there it is.
For the attacker. Starting in these awkward angles. Legend 27 pouring in damage, assisted by Hefty for a couple of kills there.
I stand corrected.
It's on Surge. Will clean it up with the Shatter, and Zenphony takes map number 2.
Really fantastic teleporter to get them close enough without taking too much poke damage that they could reposition, grab a couple sides, and then bam. This has to be that Hefty 5-man.
Which one? Take your pick.
Here, it's this one.
FD just going nuts right there.
I still kind of wanted to see the junk.
Yeah, the Junkrat into the middle.
Good old pole vaulting Junkrat. Gotta love it. Oh, map number 3 coming up. It's gonna be the decider here for the Heckin' Purple Boys. They're gonna need to take the victory or go home the losers tonight.
Yep.
I forget, here in season number 9, are we playing 4 maps regardless?
We are
Nope.
not any longer.
All right, well, it's win or die for Heckin' Purple. Zenphony trying to get the clean sweep. 3 for 3. We'll see if they can do it. What are our options for this here next match?
Hold on, I'm updating the other thing. Whoa, bad streamer coming in hot. I forgot
Hot
to
streamer
I
coming
forgot
in
to
bad.
do all these earlier in my stuff. And the map pool is we are looking at Blizzard World, Numbani, or King's Row.
Ooh. All good choices. Numbani, I gotta say, probably my least favorite of the 3, just because I don't like that. I don't like Numbani A. But Numbani B, Numbani Streets Phase, always a good time. Get some wild strats coming out there. Be a little bit disappointed if we don't get some Kings Row action, the old classic.
You talking about Zarathustra's Row? The classic right there. That's a Pepe 2020, I believe, reference. Oh no, I'm terrible at labeling stuff.
somewhere off in the ether, Zarathustra's
Woke up.
got the tingle. He's
Yeah,
what? There's Reinhardt to be played.
exactly.
And Kings Row it will be, it would appear.
Scrims Row.
A little bit surprised, actually.
You know, it's been some good little plays happening from both teams.
Oh, certainly. Definitely a contest on both sides here tonight. Nobody getting rolled. A very good fight getting put up. Zenphony, do you want subs?
I asked it, but it probably, sorry,
I
subs.
didn't see it say so.
I'll be more specific. Gotta do like 50,000 things, and they're all like, oh my god, nothing's done.
Strimmer? Strimmer, why can't you do it all, Strimmer?
Oh my god, run the thing. Run this. Do that too.
Sensing some hostility in the chat. Zarathustra's Row.
Zarathustra, if you're watching, I remember. Never forget.
I remember. Actually, I don't remember, but I remember hearing the tales of it.
It was a underdog fight, and Zarathustra, our lowest SR team member, playing our main tank in a team where most people were mid-plat or low diamond, and he was our, at that time, I believe, high silver. Came in as our sub and decided that he was going to win the game for everybody, including himself. And he basically got a 6-man shatter that finished the game for, I think it was Pepe 2020, but I can't remember the exact team it was. It was one of the teams. I've picked Zarathustra for a bunch of teams when I was playing as captain because he's the good luck charm. He's got the most wins in the Overwatch League, just so that everybody knows. In the PMA OWL, Zarathustra has the most wins of any player by 1 win. He's got the most championships. So if you want to win, pick that guy.
Yeah, he is zooted on rings there.
Exactly.
he was definitely on my short list, but he got gone on the round that I wanted to take him.
Oof. You should take him over me, I'm telling you. He'll win the game for no reason. You just don't expect it. That's the thing. That's his skill.
I also didn't need another tank right then.
What if you roll a natural 20? That's what Zarathustra is. When you roll the nat 20, that's him.
I mean, that's definitely true because
Hey,
I got to play with.
teams are ready.
I saw the team
the
art
casters aren't
is-
ready. We're over here reminiscing. They can.
Oh, I'm just like
I don't see anything from Guy Fieri.
can
Oh, I
purple
see it. I see it.
noise.
He just puts one R that's in lowercase.
one little feeble R.
Now entering King's
Meanwhile, Great Pilgrim over here. Team R.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I want.
That's some power ready energy right there. Well, Kings Row coming at you for map number 3 here tonight. Zenphony number 5 looking to take it in a queen sweep. It is Kings Row, so perhaps the queen sweep for Zenphony number 5 here, or will Heckin' Purple start to turn it around?
nice.
I responded to Iron Brew since I hadn't turned off high chat yet, but I didn't expect that
Ready
response.
for
So
battle.
if Iron Brew's parents are watching, sorry about that.
Oh, yeah, you hit chat, right?
Yes, I have hidden chat now. If Mixed Stupidhead's parents are watching. No, I'm just kidding.
Mom, look away.
No, fucking Charles.
Accurate.
I was cursed.
So a little bit of Torbjorn coming out here from Asian Music Man. He's going to be looking to stop those flankers and find something out of it. Ejinx playing his signature Widowmaker. Lots of signature players actually coming out from Zenphony.
Indeed they are.
Although I would like to see Hefty on that monkey again.
Ejinx trying to pop some heads early on. Not sure. What
Not
he's
many targets. He's
shooting
trying to
at,
kill
though.
the. Yeah, he's trying to kill the turret. So he managed to get it.
I didn't realize you could shoot the turret through the statue's feet there.
You can.
Nice spot for Ejinx there, taking out the turret early. No value going to be gained from it. The Immortality coming down mighty quickly from Eldorado, who's got to cross the entire gap to group up with his team again. Ejinx, of course, Helm's going to go down in this push though.
Actually, a perfect dive executed by Nishard there. He waited long enough that nobody was watching that Widowmaker, and he said, yeah, no, you're not going to play sniper anymore. Got the kill when his cooldown was ready, and then jumped back again. Easy kills.
Max, you have that team name wrong on the stream.
Streamer!
Well, I hope you guys
That's the
like crappy cameras for about 5 seconds while I fix that.
Guy Fieri playing the Diva here, negating some of that ult charge for Hefty. Gonna be a bit slower on these shatters. Guy has managed to eat not one but 2 fire strikes back to back. So Hefty only going up 3 ult charge in the last few seconds there, but now getting ready to swing that hammer and make a name for himself yet again as they exit the backside of Hotel. And Purple trying to make their way onto the backside of their defensive here. I'm gonna make a bit of a rotation.
That was a good, like, it's a good play. It worked.
Zenphony just elongating this fight and slowly but surely gonna get the cleanup there. Guy Fieri will be the last one to die. Bit unfortunate they couldn't stagger the baby diva up in the stairwell. You know, love to see Guy getting bullied just a little bit.
Well, whoever's complaining about what's happening in the stream, sorry about that. I can only get to my stream instead of the PMAs because I don't know the new way to get to the dashboard as a moderator since they changed it. Thanks, Switch. So good luck with that. If I got a moderator in the chat, I believe it's exclamation mark, title, space, and then you can change the title after that.
I believe in you, mods. Go forth and do your job. For now, the cart is a-rolling. There's a tire, there's a grab, there's a bomb.
A lot of stuff.
Alt Fiesta's gonna kill 2 and the Immortality field. Hazel is in the midst of all that. Picked up the Legend 27's Riptire. Asian Music Man. I see that hammer kill in
He
the
wanted
feed.
it.
Gets the Baptiste.
He wanted it.
Gotta get at least one if you're gonna make the tour worthwhile.
Get into position.
Patrol is funny, except for when you're losing the game.
This is true indeed. But now it's gonna be a Deadeye and a Coalescence on the board for Heckin' Purple. Meanwhile, the Window and the Blossom, the rally soon for Zenphony. Immortality coming down early from El Dorado, using it vigorously here this evening.
Gatieri needs to be careful. I can't believe he got out of there. Uh-oh.
Here's a mighty tight spot. It's a miracle he's alive. Manages to soak up almost all of that ult from E-Jinx with a beautiful DM. The Window going to come down to try to turn this fight still in the favor of Zenphony. Backing him around this corner. Hefty in a bit of a tight spot, walking up into 4 people.
Unfortunately, this combo that the Heckin' Purple is playing, they are a back foot type of comp. So they don't have really any way to take forward positioning when they are playing on point. Like D.Va and Sigma don't really create enough space by themselves.
Woof! I'll tell you what does though is
That was a great play, gotta admit.
OMG nerf Yoda.
But they are playing purely for picks. They are playing to try to get picks instead of for trying to take position. So if the tanks play aggressively here for Hefty and Iron Brew, and they start to make space, it's gonna be really tough to take them down.
And you see where Hefty's what he's doing.
Yeah, I see Hefty lurking and with Shatter. Look for the sneaky flank Shatter coming from this left side of the defenders.
He's gotta
Starting to
get a
creep his
big
way
shatter
on in.
here.
And as soon as they're gonna initiate this push here, the Zarya ready to go in.
There it is!
Free. Hefty charging in for the cleanup, taking Guy Fieri all the way to the wall. There goes the bomb on the grab though.
They managed to yeah. Definitely tough to play around, but it was a good attempt.
Whew. That was a high octane play from a Hefty there, and that immortality field from El Dorado making all the difference in the end.
So here's where the DPS have to change their strategy. They've got to look at what their DPS are and try to change something about it. Both Torbjorn and McCree are close range heroes, and they're trying to play a spammer and a close range hero. So a mirror match versus someone who really controls stuff. They've got to change something. They got to go for picks. Their tanks have no shields. They need long range damage. Or that.
Whew. The Riptire comes in and finds 2. The res gonna come in on Hazel Liz though, keeping those support line alive. Symphonia John will pay for it ultimately.
They don't care where he is, or they don't know.
I mean, I'm sure they felt those molten nails headed in the back of their head, but it should be a fairly easy cleanup for Iron Brew. I'd expect to see him win this tier 1v1.
He doesn't need to win. That's the best part, is he can just make him use all of his ultimates and then he's GG.
That's true. This Torbjorn for Iron, Asian Music Man trying to make his way back to his team, finally gonna die, but he spent all that time just staggered in the backline, really getting no value.
Exactly.
Another heavy shatter coming in, but a bit wimpy. Iron Brew with the double knock.
Great play by Iron Brew right there. He's watching, he's ready.
Putting 3 on the bus to round this last corner. Iron Brew trying to get another one into the hole, pushing Asian Music Man back towards the spawn.
Iron Brew actually making a good decision here to play a disruptive tank when they don't have anything to shut him down. They might have the McCree stun, but because their team is playing such like back foot tanks, there's really not much they can do.
And back-to-back Deadeyes, each capitalizing on 1 kill. Now both McCree's down. The Gravitic Puck's in from the Shard though. It picks up 3. This could be a big turning point. Gonna need to make the final stand for Heckin' Purple here. They should have this one. Just the tank line and the Baptiste available from Zenphony. There goes the hamster. Dorada, get on out of there. Run away, Medic Man.
Yeah, they gotta run. If they die here, it's gonna be really hard to take.
Oof, Iron Brew is just not quite able to commit far enough. The remaining members.
But they've got
of
15
Zenphony
seconds.
back in time.
They'll be able to touch. Remember, the hamster can touch in basically 7 seconds. It's all he needs to ever touch.
There he goes, posted up high ground, ready for it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Iron Brew gonna go roll on in. Can he get the back cap? No. Too aware of it. A hefty shatter coming in yet again.
All kind of trades.
Hefty trying to clean up Hazel as he finally gets the Moira down. Just Nashard left with Guy Fieri. The tank lineup doing what they can to stall it out here.
Zenphony comes out on top. They're going to push for a few more feet. They're
Ooh,
looking to win it here.
They should be able to take this one, but Guy Fieri's back. Legend 27 unleashes the barrage. Justice raining from above. Doesn't find any, but definitely clears him off the point. Iron Brew's mines pick up 1, and that will be all the way to the end for Zenphony.
Little desperation play coming in, but nice switch by Iron Brew there to try to just create enough disruption. That back foot kind of composition where both tanks want to back up can be really tough for Reinhardt and Zarya to take without the Lucio, which I think is the big issue there. If Zenphony number 5 had been playing the Lucio, they probably could have kept playing the same tanks and actually rolled them pretty hard. But Iron Brew kind of took it in his own hands and says, screw that, I'll just move fast, cause enough disruption that they have to look at me. So then the Reinhardt can approach, and then the DPS can get enough positioning that they need to make that happen.
Yeah, definitely an interesting composition to try to run into. Yeah, I know we saw when Sigma first came out, the Sigma Diva strats kind of trying to work, Sigma Zarya, things like that. But like you said, this whole time, playing that back foot comp, just elongating the fights.
Right.
It was an interesting challenge for him at the beginning.
No, and back foot comps aren't bad for teams, especially like brawl teams that want to try to get really close all the time, but they're not running Lucio, which is like the key component there. Like that back foot comp will absolutely dominate those people. They keep hitting S,
exactly.
But they're poking and shooting while they can't get in positions effectively. And then as soon as like the tables flip, you start to smash them and they can't do anything. Those back foot comps can engage quickly. So
draw out some cooldowns, get them right where you want them out in the open, and then speed on in and clean it up.
Trapdoor spider, baby.
4, 3, 2,
After you get a snag the early fire strike, will he find any? No, he gets a nice little scorch mark on the doors there. Unfortunate for Hefty.
We're gonna see Guy on the Zarya.
Yeah, Guy Fieri opting out of the main tank for the most part this evening. The shards in deep. OMG Nerf Yoda gets the first pick though on Chris Helms. Dies in the process to Ejinx, and then Legend 27 also going to go down. So Zenphony struggling just a little bit. Nashard going for the Narnia pins and picking them up both times in a row. Ejinx still working on this high ground though. Watch your heads, folks. You got to cap the point first. Iron Brew just going to die on point there, build a little bit more towards his Graviton Surge. Already 88% to Guy Fieri's 33. So handily winning the Zarya fight for Iron Brew.
Iron Brew definitely was doing some good damage, had a lot of peeling happening right there because they lasted a little bit longer, that helped. But OMG Nerf Yoda did a lot to secure that point, even though he sacrificed his body 2 picks. He outplayed his damage that he needed to, so...
Now we do see a Hefty with the Shatter available. Iron Brew with the Graviton Surge coming in soon. One of these things I'll be interested to see Heckin' Purple deal with is Hefty getting a lot more value out of the Reinhardt this time. No Diva to eat those fire strikes, no back foot comp to just run away a little bit. They're going to have to be aware of this brawl breaking out now with 4 ultimates online. Nearly 5 for Heckin' Purple. There goes the first one though.
That's the one we were waiting for.
3 kills.
You gotta watch him, man. Like he's gonna find those lanes, especially in a map like this that sent it up for you.
Yep.
He is a wily German boy this evening.
He is. Hefty's a strong Reinhardt player. He's definitely used to trying to take games into his own hands as a tank player, which is awesome. Most tank players don't play like that. They try to play like team players. No, I just believe in that. I think Hefty is kind of showing us that as the tank player, you take the game into your hands. You make the pace. You do the thing.
Well, absolutely. You are the shot caller, and Hefty's calling all the right plays here this evening. Window coming down early.
Till that happened.
Take down Hefty. On the back foot there. The Dragon's coming in just for good measure to round this second to last corner for point number 2 here. Iron Brew inching forward, looking for maybe this Graviton Surge, trying to decide if his team's there to capitalize. The hammer from the Shard instead, though, flattens 2. Can he pick up this kill on the Widowmaker? Ejinx can't get out of there fast enough. Shard gonna bail away from that fight with Hefty, trying to roll the point up, but it's been contested. Gonna have to get it towards this gate before anyone comes back, and looks like that's just gonna be the tick handed over from Zenphony. Heckin' Purple. 5 minutes now to get this final stretch.
This is where it shows you that that Lucio is so important for the engagement speed and the ability to get people back and just get resources. You'll see that Lucio's not in the fight yet, but he's bringing back the second healer.
There's the beat. No beat coming out here. There it is finally. The double grabs, the Dragon, the Immortality. Only one death coming through for it. The Shatter looks like it might have been blocked there. That one
Also blocked, or maybe
what
missed.
blocked that Shatter? I think he just got Reinhardted. Good old Shatter mechanics there. Looks like the wall might have ate most of that one. Unfortunate for the Shard. Elzel is going down to Iron Brew though, so no Immortality field available on the side of Heckin' Purple. Hefty on a rampage, trying to get these last cleanup kills. Very close to another Shatter himself. The Rally and the Deadeye on the line.
So Heckin' Purple's got to make a decision here. They got to decide, am I going to counter the Iron Brew, or am I going to keep rolling? Can we kill him or get him off enough that we can't get him value? Iron Brew's going to get value. That's what he does with Ball. You've got to shut that guy down.
There's another Shatter from
There it
Hefty. It
is.
finds 3, cleans up the Shard quickly. Guy Fieri also going to go down, so no tank lineup. And Hefty's in deep. He might need a bit of help. He does have the Immortality field, but getting knocked around. They're going all the way to the spawn doors with this one. Zenphony just pouring on the pressure.
They've got to make a swap here. They can't keep playing the same DPS lineup, even with the ultimates. Dragons is no use against that guy. Maybe the stun kill, but
Going in for the early mines, and he finds Asian Music Man.
it's just too difficult to catch him without using full CC.
Huge value right there for Iron Brew. He picks up 2 kills with that ultimate inside of spawn doors. And that's going to help them reset this ultimate economy quite a bit there. Hefty and Iron Brew, the only ones now not with ultimates online for Zenphony. The Dragon's coming in for Heckin' Purple.
Very high above, though. Asian Music Man looking for a cheeky pick.
Response Dragons don't catch anyone thanks to the Immortality field, but the Shatter is there. The Shard gonna clean up a couple of kills there. Ejinx trying to turn this one, can't get the Deadeye off in time. He had the flank route, but the entirety of Heckin' Purple turned on him just quick enough.
Good usage right there. Unfortunately, now it's going to be up to Zenphony to use their ultimates effectively. They got 2 support ults.
They come from the left side spawn doors. The Rally and the window available. There's the Rally into the Shatter. Gonna run him right on back. Hefty and Iron Brew tag teaming that one for the team kill. Now only the window available from Dorada, but that will be the one and only ultimate online. They do make the switch to Mei. Omji Nerf Yoda a bit tired of getting harassed by this hamster from Iron Brew.
Yep. I think it's the correct switch there for OMG Nerf Yoda. He's got to try to shut that guy down. Create opportunities to get picks. There it is. There's one of them.
Now speaking of switches though, we see the Shark and Guy Fieri now onto Hog Ball. Not sure if they were thinking they were a little lower on time or what, but might want to change up that tank lineup there.
Definitely going to be tougher with Hefty still having his ability to shatter. That means that he's going to get 4 or 5-man shatters most of the time without anyone to contest him. And there's his kill, so he only needs 1 second here to grab his next ability. They may try to backcap, but might not be enough, really.
There it is. Hefty's got the shatter online. The Dragons are going to cut him off, but he's on the sneaky flank route. Here comes Hefty off the top rope. Look for it right here. Fat shatter inbound.
Oh, and they're going to use
Do it, Hefty.
Dylan to distract him, so they're not going to let him up there now.
Hefty's gonna come back with a 5-man chatter. Oh no!
I love it.
It hurts. Oh
The
no!
lines on top with a 3K Jinx.
Yikes.
Flashes a little dead eye in for good measure.
They did it for the trolls. Wow. Zenphony number 5 giving him the ultimate middle finger to finish it out with that play.
Oh my, oh my. That was a beautiful ending here. Just a bit of cleanup to be done in overtime. And that's going to be a win 3-0 for Zenphony
number 5. Congratulations to them. Fantastic. It's definitely a pot G on that 5-man ball kill here for Iron Brew. Excellent Dallas Fuel skin, though, I got to admit.
He's going to snag it. This has got to be the last one, right?
Everybody watch it. Yep. Here it comes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, it's a 2-man boop. I forgot about this. This happened before this.
Oh, yes, yes. A 2-man boop and kills the Mercy Res on the way.
Participates at least.
And
look at that.
Number 5 monopolizing the scoreboard, monopolizing the cards. Look at them go. Wonderful games there. A bit of a rough one for Heckin' Purple on the scoreboard, but you still gave them a run for their money, certainly.
Yeah, nice job for sure, especially that first map, adding with a little bit of that Bastion stuff coming in right there. I think Heckin' Purple's got some good things happening for them. Unfortunately, there's just some really strong counters that they got to be able to deal with. Watching out for that hamster, that's just something you're going to have to do when you play Zenphony. For any of you guys watching, if you don't counter him, he will kill you.
You're just gonna have a ball on your back line all night.
It's one of those things. It's just one of those things, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's lots of players and lots of people that we have in this league that you just have to counter. You can't allow something like that. It's just like any meta when you're playing your ranked games. Don't let someone beat you up. Don't let that Reaper jump into your backline and kill you. You've got to focus him and play the thing.
Well, beautiful, beautiful stuff there from Zenphony number 5. Congrats on the sweep here tonight. And we will be back at you live tomorrow, Wednesday night, with the Untitled Goose Team versus Sailor Poon. That'll be 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern, right back here on the PMA OWL. But for this evening, I have been that one, Dan Guy, joined by Fox M and McStupidhead. Thank you, gents, for joining me for the cast. It was a great time.
Thank you, Dan. Much appreciated.
You guys have a good night.